stress. It'll help get the tension out. You know, we're just all knotted up, and that little needle is all you really need.
That's right. Well, we have a very fun story for you right now. Being Flynn, the new drama starring Robert De Niro, arrives in theaters this Friday. It's about the strong bond between a father and a son.
You talking to me? Nobody else here? Yeah. Well, here's our Manny the Movie Guy with our exclusive interview with the film's director, Paul Weitz.
America has produced only 3 classic writers: Mark Twain, J.D. Salinger, and me.
How are you, Mr. Paul?
Good, thank you so much.
That is fantastic. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
I absolutely love it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, it's 7 years in the making.
It
It's
is.
a long time.
I thought I'd never get to make it, but they called my bluff. Yeah, it started out at a mainstream studio with a much bigger budget, and luckily De Niro was excited by the role, and he stuck with it through the 7 years of me writing drafts and the budget getting cut. Which actually was a great thing, because the version that ended up getting made is as close to what I would have hoped for it to be as possible.
This isn't my father's story. Well, it is, but he's not telling it. I am. All my life, my father has been manifest as an absence.
What is your initial attraction to the film?
It's the central question of, I think everybody wonders, how much am I my parent? Am I able to create myself and become my own person? Can I reject my parent if they're really troubled people, as Bob's character is in this movie? Or do I need to own some part of that?
It is interesting that most of your films are always like father and son.
Yeah.
About a boy in good company and
Yeah.
now being Flynn.
Yeah.
Why is that, Mr. Paul?
I think because my dad, while he was a fantastic dad, was pretty crazy for excellent reasons. And he really shared some demons with De Niro's character in this movie. I always wonder how you get things from flawed people, or as a flawed person myself, how I conduct myself with my own kids.
Some part of me knew he would show up someday.
So what makes you want to work with the homeless?
We catch him on the way down. Next stop, the morgue.
If I stayed in one place long enough, he would find me.
I'd like a room for the evening.
How is it meeting the real Jonathan Flynn?
It's a hoot. I mean, he's completely egotistical. The first time I met him, Nick took me up to meet him, and he is a completely extreme character, a combination of being really smart and funny and being really awful.
And that's the magic about Robert De Niro's performance, I think. It is a combination of all of that.
Yeah, because he's a terrible person. But he's a survivor.
Well, but and here's the thing. I mean, with a lesser actor, it could have. It's a hard character to play.
For sure. Yeah, and that must have been what kept him stuck to it over the years.
Right.
And he worked so hard on it. I would hear from his costumer or even his trainer, who worked with him for 20 years, how he'd be up in the morning at 5 a.m. on the exercise bike running lines before coming into the set at 7. So
it's nice to see him in top form.
Good.
I love it.
Good.
Well, thank you again
so
so
much. I really appreciate
much.
it.
It's a wonderful life. It's a masterpiece.
Thank
Looks like
you,
a good
Manny.
movie.
Yeah, that looks so good.
I love Robert De Niro.
You do some great impressions there.
Time right now, 26 minutes after the hour, coming up on KMIR.